Ladies and genitals, boys and sandwich makers, my name is Pwn. How you guys doing? If you're new here today, what's up? Clothing's optional. If you guys are used to me by now, may God have mercy on your soul. But today I wanted to kind of do something differently, and I know this is not Battlefield gameplay or, you know, some other knockoff free-to-play that I like to do. This is actually Call of Duty Ghosts, and it's been a long time since I've posted a gameplay of this, and I have good reason for that. I made one video ever of this, and it was a review after playing it for a few hours, and I gave it a naughty slap on the wrist. I was extremely disappointed with Ghosts. I feel that coming from the top-selling FPS franchise in the world, this could have been so much better of a game, and this has been the most disappointing CoD game that I've ever played. Short of Modern Warfare 2 when it got really bad with noob tubes, because that was actually unplayable. You had to noob tube with them or get the fuck out. So, honestly, I think Ghosts has been the most disappointing to me. Some people love it. Some people absolutely love it. I don't, and I'll explain why in this video. So, I felt like just revisiting the game now that I have it back and repurchased on Xbox One. And I bought it to play with friends. A couple of my friends encouraged me. A couple of my sniping friends encouraged me to do it. Commentators, if you will. And they play and they snipe on this all the time. So I'm like, hey, well, let's hang out with them since they all don't like to do Battlefield like I do. And I just want to be able to chill with my dudes like that. So, I just had to get the game. So I got the game. I still feel that, you know, lots of things need to be understood about me first. I started Battlefield 2.5, 3 years ago. I started playing CoD 6 years ago. Before that, I played Halo. Before that, I played Unreal. That's right, guys. And if Unreal was still creating and developing games today, I would still be playing Unreal. I still play and buy every Halo up until this date. I still play and buy every CoD up until this date. I still buy every Battlefield and up until this date. What's that mean? That defines me as a gamer. I'm just like you guys. I'm just like you, except for more attractive. And that's not your fault or anything, but keep your chin up. There's this really cool dating website for blind people that I found, so I'm just fucking with you guys. It's one of those things you need to understand about me. So even though I post primarily Battlefield on my channel, it does not mean I do not play other games. It does not mean I don't play League of Legends or CoD or anything like this in spare time or with friends or family. I'm a gamer at my core. I don't want to be defined as a person that plays just CoD or anything like that. And the main reason, I mean, I wish they would have more vibrant colors. I wish things would be special. Oh, look, there's a flare. I just got counter trolled right there. I'm just saying I wish it was just more spunk to it. And I think Black Ops 2 kind of spoiled a little bit with it because there was lots of colorful things, new camos coming in, maps and everything like that were very, very vibrant and beautiful. And these are more like everybody's camouflaged in. I don't need white, gray, and brown maps. I don't see the need for that. That's not something that Call of Duty really needs. And that's what I think has always been my problem with Ghosts, is it's variated from what Call of Duty truly is and what it always used to be. And that dog is annoying me. It has fleas, kick it. I'm sorry. I don't like the dog in this game because it follows you around. There's many times I'll go around a corner and the dog's behind me and he gives my position away. Riley, you're adopted. Stop! Anyways, it's like, I feel that the game has drifted too far from what it is, and I don't know what it's trying to do. I think the last time they really ever innovated was Modern Warfare 2, and that's when they changed everything with great customization, nukes. They came in with crazy ideas like One Man Army. One Man Army was a brilliant idea, absolutely brilliant idea. It was used in the inappropriate way with noob tubes, but the idea itself was great. They had many dreams, many forward progress ideas, and I absolutely love that. And since then, I have not seen any real innovation from Call of Duty. And what I feel about CoD is that it's always been this shooter that I can hop on and play and not think. And I know that sounds weird, why you should appreciate simplicity, but that is exactly what is so attractive about the game. It's got kill streaks. That's something that most other games do not have. Yes, that makes it stand out. It's more rewarding when you get kills and build up streaks and everything like that. You have goals to go for and things to do, and it makes it that much more attractive. I absolutely love what they do with kill streaks. It's what separates this game from every other game and whatnot out there. Now, what I really appreciated about the thing is that when I was playing the game, I didn't really have to think. It wasn't Battlefield where it was tactical. Oh no, they're taking B objective. I didn't do any of that stuff. I just played. It was just something that naturally happened. You're used to the maps. They were so small. There weren't many strategies involved in a public. There was nothing crazy involved. You didn't have to worry about tanks or helicopters. I mean, it was an easy game at its core. Now, I think they've done a really, really bad job at clustering up these games with lots of new equipment, lots of new things to get adjusted to and deal with. And the reason COD 4 to this day will be the most successful and the most popular title in the COD franchise is because it was simple. Everybody had the same streaks, same maps, same guns. There was nothing to cloud it down and fog up everything. The experience was simple, straightforward, and that's what made it so delightful. Nowadays, you have 5 million guns with crazy new things, and I do like the new, perk and level up system and everything like that. That's cool and all, but they change things very little, but the things that they changed in Ghost was dramatic for me, and that is the maps and how the game plays. To me, I think with the Blaine colors, it's a lot easier for people to camp. I think with all the little corners and doors and buildings now, it's a lot easier for people to camp. And this first started to happen and kind of fell off a little bit from Black Ops 1. If any of you guys remember playing Black Ops 1, you remember playing those maps where they started to really introduce roofs and buildings and windows, and then people would just straight up head glitch and sit inside of those at all times now. You're thinking of all of those maps right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure that a handful of them just flopped in your head and you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that was something you really didn't see too much from, the earlier versions of COD. So I think things got a little more complicated. Head glitching became a popular thing. The pro scene started growing. People started playing differently. And above all, the thing that really disappoints me with this game is the way that people can camp now. I have to worry about going around corners. I never ever had to worry about that anymore. I mean, you have people peeking, which is not a problem. I don't think it deserves to be in COD. I don't think there's a reason to have something like that in COD. But you have people laying down, crouching. They have all these things nowadays with perks and everything that allow you to do these things and act extra cheesy, IEDs, and, it's just things that are unnecessary in a video game. And above all, it's the fact that they added the whole kind of verticality to the game. They added where there's levels, there's highers and lowers. I mean, do you ever remember anything like that? I mean, most maps are straightforward. You think of back as far as you can think, Hijacked, all one level. There was a couple stairs inside of buildings. It was symmetrical, bull. And then you had, Black Ops, you had Launch. I mean, there were different levels of the map, but they were all flat, realistically. Now you have cabins and buildings and towers and roofs, and it's like I have to, every time I come outside into any sort of area or take a corner or a turn, I have to worry about somebody else sitting. There are windows inside of the buildings now, rooms inside of these with windows and stuff. And it just seems like it's not the same experience as it used to be. So that's my honest thing about, my honest, real big problem with the game, is it doesn't feel like it used to. It doesn't feel like the fast-paced COD that I used to enjoy. Now I have to worry about explosives and crazy things. Now I have to worry about people in extra windows and roofs. That's not something I should have to worry about in COD. So people could be like, oh, you need to adjust. Yeah, I do need to adjust. And the way I adjust is by not playing it like I used to. It's not a game that I rely on anymore. And I think that's a big part that disappoints me, is the fact that there are so many more places for people to camp, and you give somebody the opportunity to do it, therefore they will do it. Perfect example was Modern Warfare 2 with noob tubes. It was there, they used it, never stopped. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys understand. Maybe you guys have the same feeling I do. Maybe you feel that they shouldn't have added so many vertical levels to the map. They shouldn't add roofs and windows and all these things, adding people for the easier, access to camp and cheese it up. But that is my major gripe with the game, is that they've made it too much like some of these other shooters out there. And these maps aren't near large enough. I mean, some people say, oh, that's why I hate Battlefield. Battlefield was intended for something like that. Their snipers don't kill in one shot as easily as the ones in COD do. I mean, things are not the same. So I honestly think that you can't compare, or COD is leaning towards a more tactical thing, and I don't think they need that. That's not what COD was. That's not what it's ever been, and that's just how I feel. So thank you guys for listening. I still stand by my fact that this has been the most disappointing COD that I've ever played, and that I would still rate it around a 4 or 5. It's playable. It's not bugged out like Battlefield and all kinds of other games that may be out there right now. But, I mean, a playable half-assed game is still a playable half-assed game. Either way, thank you guys for listening. I may put some COD back up on my channel every once in a while. Not saying it's going to be Ghost, and we're talking once or twice a month. Maybe some old COD 4, Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 I actually enjoyed. But that's just where I am. I don't mind revisiting every once in a while since I play with friends anyways. So if that's something you'd like to see, let me know down below. It's not going to, like, really deviate from what I normally do, so don't worry, Battlefield players or anything. But thank you guys for your time. Hopefully you guys can understand what I'm saying with this. And if you guys are COD players and you guys are experiencing and understanding the same exact thing that I'm thinking, that they just added too many windows and roofs and stuff and just changed the entire dynamic of the game, confirm that for me so I'm just not hallucinating. So have a great day, guys. Stay moist.